The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Seattle Seahawks WRDK Metcalf runs 110.37 seconds, finishes 15th out of 17 in event, ESPN. Cyber attack forces a shutdown of a top U.S. pipeline, The New York Times. Man shot, killed near Worcester restaurant, police say, WCVB Boston. 6 people killed in apparent murder-suicide at birthday party in Colorado Springs, NBC News. SpaceX accepts Dogecoin as payment to launch a lunar mission next year, Reuters. Elections 2021, Labour reshuffled leaves questions over Sir Keir Starmer's team, BBC News. Dogecoin's value tumbles after Elon Musk calls the virtual currency a hustle, The Guardian. Bob Baffert suspended by Churchill Downs after Medina Spirit fails drug test, New York Post. Apple and Epic wrap up first week of their blockbuster trial, here's what happened and what's next, CNN. Fans go wild as Ben Affleck praises ex-wife Jennifer Garner in Mother's Day tribute, co-parenting at its best, Yahoo Entertainment. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. 7 dead, including gunman, in shooting at birthday party in Colorado Springs. Florida school halts use of book about a black boy's killing by police. Meghan Markle celebrates Mother's Day with letter, donation to homeless moms. Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit fails drug test, prompting suspension. House GOP leader Kevin McCarthy says he backs ousting Liz Cheney from role. Fauci, there's no doubt COVID-19 deaths have been undercounted in U.S. 4-year-old girl among 3 hit by stray bullets in New York City's Times Square. Jim Crow ballot purity phrase yanked from Texas vote suppression bill at last minute. China says most rocket debris burned up during re-entry. The parents of Twitter have thoughts on a second COVID Mother's Day. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Woman's body found on road, foul play suspected. Vaccinations offered during Yukon commencement. Astronomer suit against American girl resolved. UT's Rockets class of 2021 launched to graduation. Kansas City recognizes AAPI community. Man recovers after being shot at gas station. Commission hears minor squabble. Turkey vulture released back into the wild. 31 local mayors come together for the STL area food bank. Suspect charged with shooting of police chief. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Pipeline shutdown may last for several days. Arizona voting review faces more questions. As scrutiny of cryptocurrency grows, the industry turns to K Street. How Tina Turner reclaimed her voice, image and spirituality. Why do we deserve to die? Kabul's Hazaras bury their daughters. Musicians say streaming doesn't pay. Can the industry change? Birthday party shooting in Colorado Springs leaves 7 dead, police say. How MDMA and psilocybin became hot investments. SNL review, Elon Musk says he has Asperger's, pokes fun at Dogecoin. Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit fails drug test, Baffert suspended. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Metcalf turns in respectable 100 time, finishes last in heat. Devers, Renfro HR, leads Pavetta, Red Sox past Orioles 4-3. Stanton lifts Yanks to second straight walk-off over Nats, 3-2. Missing California mom Maya Milit's family posts Mother's Day message of hope. Jacob deGrom's injury scare continues, Mets win 5th straight. United makes City wait to capture EPL title, West Brom down. Tom Brady gives passionate speech during NFLPA call, tells players to stand united, report. Colorado Springs birthday party shooting leaves 7 dead, including gunman. Butler strong down stretch, Heat hold off Celtics 130-124. Suzanne Morphew's alleged murder may have been motivated by money, relative says. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, May 9th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Stimulus check latest, will you get a 4th relief payment? The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Andrew Pierce, momentum is growing to oust Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer rearranges his deck chairs, embattled Labour leader makes changes after election defeat. The Pursuit of Love viewers say it's weird watching Dominic West play co-star Lily James' father. Thousands of women at risk from breast augmentations after rare cancer linked to common implants. Whale is found stranded in the Thames. How to turn your cosmetics into carnations thanks to the growing eco-trend that's really taken root. Doctor in charge of treating Putin critic Alexei Navalny after he was poisoned vanishes. New by-election woe for Keir Starmer as Tracy Brabin wins race to be West Yorkshire mayor. King of Kitsch asks if the new trend for megabucks bling is cash for trash. How to dress like a grown-up with Shane Watson, ditch your dress, it's the summer of the skirt. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Brazil promised to prioritize vulnerable groups for vaccination. It's struggling to keep its word. He spent years uncovering the Stalin-era execution of his great-grandfather. Lawsuits seek to bury the evidence. School bombing heightens fears among Afghanistan's Hazaras, long a target for militants, amid U.S. exit. Tropical storm Andres forms in Pacific off southwest Mexico. More Jerusalem clashes on eve of contentious Israeli parade. How a Jerusalem neighborhood reignited the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. With an eye on India, Africa ramps up monitoring of coronavirus variants. Johnson calls UK crisis talks as Sturgeon says another Scottish independence vote is inevitable. Protests erupt in Iraqi city after killing of activist. Sudan says Ethiopian peacekeepers deported to refugee camp. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Colorado shooting, 7 dead after man opens fire at birthday party. NFL star DK Metcalf finishes last with time of 10.37 seconds in 100 debut. West Brom relegated after Nicholas Pepe's thunderbolt for Arsenal. U.S. turning the corner on pandemic but pressure grows to help other nations. Republicans gear up to oust Liz Cheney as punishment for criticizing Trump. COVID Live News, EU not renewing orders for AstraZeneca jabs after June, third of UK adults fully vaccinated. Tim Merltre holds off Italian duo to win second stage of Giro d'Italia. Dogecoin's value tumbles after Elon Musk calls the virtual currency a hustle. Sturgeon says second independence vote a matter of when, not if. Saturday Night Live, Elon Musk stumbles, cast bumbles in brutally awkward episode. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Ransomware cyber attack shuts down major U.S. pipeline, company says. 6 killed in birthday party shooting. Times Square gun victim, I screamed I don't want to die. Sturgeon, Scotland independence vote matter of when, not if. Officers shouldn't have fired a single shot in Breonna Taylor's home, report. Famed German architect John killed in Illinois bike accident. Prominent female Saudi activist summoned in relation to case. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Golden Globes controversy, Scarlett Johansson joins criticism. Kabul attack, families bury schoolchildren of blast vet kill dozens. Lampedusa, more than 1,000 migrants arrive on Italian island. Chad claims win over rebels after President DBY's death. Kentucky Derby, Bob Baffert's winner Medina Spirit fails drugs test. Italy Mafia, murdered Judge Rosario Lovatino beatified. COVID, Dracula's castle in Romania offers tourists vaccine. Jerusalem protests, Netanyahu defends Israeli action after clashes with Palestinians. Elon Musk reveals he has Asperger's on Saturday Night Live. Chinese rocket debris crashes into Indian Ocean, state media. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Unspeakable acts, 6 killed at birthday party shooting in Colorado Springs, Colorado, police say. AP top stories May 9th p. Andres becomes the earliest tropical storm on record to form in the Pacific. Baffert, Derby winner Medina Spirit tested positive. After days of uncertainty, Chinese rocket re-enters atmosphere over Indian Ocean. Officers shouldn't have fired a single shot at Breonna Taylor's home, Louisville police investigators said in report. A nursing assistant murdered 7 elderly veterans with insulin. Now their families are preparing to confront her. The day in pictures. Israel police clash with Palestinians in Jerusalem. Really unpredictable, Chinese rocket hurtling back to Earth, possible debris zone spans huge swath of globe. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Beginning Monday, LA will offer appointment-free COVID vaccinations. Los Angeles Police Department issues tactical alert to break up punk show in Cypress Park, revelers set off fireworks, disrupt traffic. California high schoolers are saying no thanks to reopened campuses and are staying home. 2 people critically injured when balcony at Malibu beach house collapses. Rare gathering of world's vast schools of Buddhism offers healing against racial hate. Earthquake, 3.7 quake registered near Redondo Beach. I will not be quiet, teens speak out about anti-Asian attacks at LA event. Column, history pegs Cruz Reynoso as a defeated judge, let's remember him as a fighter. Prosecutors will no longer seek death penalty in the Anthony Avalos torture case. Inmate assaulted jail employee in possible hate crime, Sheriff's Department says. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, May 9th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Angry protests have broken out in Kyrgyzstan after a woman was abducted and killed in a case of bride kidnapping. The illegal abduction of women for marriage is thought to be widespread in the country. Women's rights advocates have hailed a recent court ruling that will ease restrictions on abortion in cases of rape in Ecuador, the latest country in Latin America to be swept up in the green wave abortion rights movement. Former chief doctor at Russian hospital that treated Navalny is missing. One of the UK's most wanted fugitives, Michael Mugan, has been arrested in Dubai. Russia, doctor who treated Alexei Navalny goes missing. The global chip shortage is starting to have major real-world consequences. China Red Cross donates oxygen concentrators, ventilators to India. Russian docu lead about Navalny poisoning disappeared in the woods. Kashmir doctors prohibited from speaking to media as COVID rages. Jordan warns Israel against barbaric attacks on mosque statement. U.S. wants COVID vaccine patent waiver to benefit world, not boost China biotech. Thousands to march in France demanding real action on climate change. Madagascar receives first batch of 250,000 vaccine doses as part of the COVAX initiative. Arab world condemns Israel police for violent Temple Mount clashes. Indigenous leaders launch $2.1 billion class action lawsuits against Canada over lack of drinking water. The next headlines are from Forbes. Kentucky Derby winner could lose more than $1.8 million if disqualified. Facebook's most popular posts this week, praise for Ron DeSantis, states passing controversial conservative bills. DJ Khaled hits #1 for the third time on the album's chart with Khaled Khaled. Eddie Bauer, the man, the brand, the plan. Bombings outside a school in Afghanistan kill over 68 people, mostly children. GOP's McCarthy endorses Stefanik to replace embattled House GOP conference chair Liz Cheney. Melinda Gates reportedly began mulling divorce from Bill Gates years ago. The Colonial Pipeline attack is a major national security incident. We have a long way to go, finance experts react to Friday's lackluster jobs report. Cyber attacks against U.S. infrastructure are here to stay after 100-gigabyte Colonial Pipeline hack, Biden official warns. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,704,033,538 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Under God's review, Chino Mora's striking vision of an upside-down future. Elon Musk brings ratings lift to Saturday Night Live. Clubhouse expands to Android users. Box office, with Jason Statham's Wrath of Man, summer movie season gets slow start. The series finale of Shrill leaves us wanting more, TV review. Toei Animation to release second Dragon Ball Super movie. Citizen Penn review, Sean Penn the activist, in a portrait made for believers and scoffers. Elon Musk reveals Asperger syndrome diagnosis on Saturday Night Live. Miley Cyrus and Saturday Night Live Mom's Open Mother's Day episode. AVAX Live Photo Gallery, Jennifer Lopez, Foo Fighters, J Balvin, H.E.R., Prince Harry, Chrissy Teigen and more. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. 7 dead including gunmen in Colorado birthday party shooting. An extraordinary discovery, archaeologists find Neanderthal remains in cave near Rome. Lloyd Price, singer and early rock influence, dies at 88. Kentucky Derby winner fails drug test, renewing scrutiny for trainer Bob Baffert. Clashes between Palestinians, Israeli police in Jerusalem leave many injured. U.S. birth rate drops to lowest level in 4 decades. Politics chat, White House drums support for economic plans after April jobs report. A chlorine shortage could spoil pool season this summer. Pro-independence parties win a majority in UK elections. Deadly protests against economic inequality and police brutality continue in Colombia. The following headlines are from The Week. Republicans liken GOP to Titanic, circular firing squad. Minneapolis Fed president explains why economists likely overshot on April jobs report. Kevin McCarthy confirms he supports Elise Stefanik's bid for GOP conference chair. Horse racing's Bob Baffert suspended after Kentucky Derby winning Medina Spirit's positive drug test. Bombing at girls' school in Kabul kills at least 50, including students. 10 things you need to know today, May 9, 2021. Elon Musk incredulously asks why people thought he'd be a chill, normal dude during SNL monologue. NASA accuses China of failing to meet responsible standards as rocket reportedly lands in Indian Ocean. 5 scathingly funny cartoons about anti-vaxxers jeopardizing herd immunity. The second pandemic Mother's Day. The next headlines are from Universe Today. It's official, astronaut Bill Nelson is NASA's new administrator. Volcanoes on Mars might still be active. Mars helicopter completes its 4th flight, 117 seconds of airtime. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, May 9th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Natural radio signal buzzes in Venus atmosphere. How do you measure the mass of a star? These 5 multi-star systems have habitable zones. Look for the beautiful Northern Crown. Arc to Arcturus, Spike to Spica. The next news is from Politico. EU pushes back on Biden plan to waive coronavirus vaccine patents. On Europe Day, EU kicks off conference on its future. Spain rings an end of coronavirus limits with boisterous street parties. Boris Johnson to press ahead with lifting England COVID scurbs. McCarthy supports Elise Stefanik to replace Liz Cheney in GOP leadership. Passing paid leave without GOP could leave out most vulnerable. Lockdown mentality still holding the economy back, banking official says. Pierre P. Dupont-Fort dies, ran for president in 1988. Larry Hogan decries circular firing squad within GOP. COVID response chief has no regrets on Johnson & Johnson pause. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Struggling with preschoolers, take Bluey's lead, say experts. Your daily horoscope for Monday, May 10th. The distance from Perth to London, how a gas company cleared the Kimberley. WA in the dark on ADHD drug use after government quietly stops reporting. Boyfriend attacks birthday party, kills 6 and himself in Colorado, say police. Best of cartoons, May 10th, 2021. Dark Side, ransom group linked to Colonial Pipeline hack, new but not amateur. Police arrest driver who allegedly knocked cop off his motorbike. Gates divorce talks begun in 2019 on link to Epstein, WSJ. Basically the Titanic, Republicans expected to oust Trump critic Liz Cheney. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The Moneyist, I'm a disabled police officer. My wife persuaded me to sign a quit-claim deed so she could refinance our home at a better rate. Now she's ending a divorce. The Moneyist, I have a mundane first world problem. Should I buy a $30,000 bracelet during a global pandemic? The Moneyist, I have crypto FOMO. I'm too old to sit and hope I can make up for the lost time by safely investing my little bit of money. The Moneyist, my friend set up a GoFundMe to pay for her sick pet. Instead of getting a refund on our vacation, I canceled the trip. Who's right? The Jobs Report reveals 2 very different Americas. Newswatch, what the Dogecoin army is saying as the cryptocurrency's tumble triggers a bearish break in the long-term trend line. The Wall Street Journal, Gates' divorce had been in works for years, Epstein ties said to be one source of tension. Cryptus, what the Dogecoin army is saying as the cryptocurrency's tumble triggers a bearish break in the long-term trend line. Keywords, ARK's Cathie Wood keeps cool over dismal May start, and reveals Archiego's Hong-seeded ETF launches. Walt Disney World and Universal Studios Orlando are relaxing these COVID safety protocols, will others follow suit? Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Florida professor who harnessed power of cactuses is a top inventor, Orlando Sentinel. Why patenting your invention is a smart move to make, Janelle Magazine. We have the ability to get something done very quickly and at scale. Murali Neelakantan on production of COVID-19 vaccines in India, bar and bench, Indian legal news. The next headlines are from Quartz. Chance the Rapper's deal with AMC previews the future of movie theaters. SNL used Elon Musk as a desperate attempt to stay relevant. 20 companies changing genetic medicine. COVID-19 vaccines have triggered the next wave of pharmaceuticals. Africa can avoid repeating its COVID-19 mistakes with a new malaria vaccine. Empowering startup employees, Angela's expansion, African fashion investment. Adarpuna Allah has confusing, and often contradictory, reasons for India's vaccine shortage. For stocks, selling sneakers is just the beginning. There's no good reason for Amazon to split its stock. Shipping now faces the highest price on carbon for any global industry. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Funniest most insightful comments of the week at Tech Dirt. This week in Tech Dirt history, May 2nd 8th. Stadia exodus continues as product head for Stadia exits. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. DK Metcalf. Real Madrid. Betamethasone. Aston Villa vs Man United. Andrew McCarthy. Alison Janney. Mother's Day cards. Tyson Fury. Miley Cyrus. Russell Westbrook. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Sirens blare in Israel after 2 rockets fired from Gaza, videos. Iraqi protesters reportedly set Iranian consulate on fire amid fury over assassination of activist, videos. With violence rising and politicians promoting gun control, 35% of U.S. firearm owners expanded their arsenals in past year, poll. Fauci claims there's no doubt U.S. has undercounted its COVID-19 deaths. Clubhouse hits Android marketplace, amid falling downloads and complaints from journalists. Vaccinated Japanese tennis star Naomi Osaka admits to mixed feelings over Tokyo Games as COVID fears linger. Sputnik V sponsor rejects build report that vaccine deal with Germany is dead, slams disinformation campaign. Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit could be stripped of $1.8 million prize money after failed drug test. Battered Billy Joe Saunders still in hospital and set for surgery on shattered orbital bone after beating by Canelo, video. China to set up line of separation at summit of Mount Everest to protect its climbers amid COVID-19 spike in Nepal. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Gasoline prices soar after Colonial gives no timetable for hacked pipeline restart. Rickards, the sky is falling. Compress air grid battery to challenge Tesla power pack. Hedge fund CIO, there are just 2 ways to fix today's imbalances, an economic depression or soaring inflation. A golden future, visualizing the economic case for the barbarous relic. The inflation monster has been unleashed. Retail participation in stock trading has collapsed. DC mayor bans dancing at weddings, and other absurdities. The Paycheck Protection Program is officially out of money. Morgan Stanley says rather than getting excited, it's getting more concerned. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Algeria to ban unauthorized protests. U.S. Republicans expected to oust Trump critic Cheney from top post. U.S. working to help pipeline company after cyber attack. Tunisia begins week of strict COVID lockdown. What Biden should do about the Balkans. Stop killing us, Rio Favela residents demand answers after raid. Netanyahu, Israel rejects pressure not to build in Jerusalem. Israeli police attack Palestinian protesters in Jerusalem. South Sudan president dissolves parliament as part of peace deal. Chad military claims victory over northern rebels. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Caitlyn Jenner backs amnesty for illegal aliens, absolutely. CNN Stelter, Tucker Carlson is scaring his audience so recklessly on vaccines. Nolte, Fauci's obscenely stupid, one-size-fits-all mask standard. Sarah Silverman calls Caitlyn Jenner a TWT for supporting restrictions on trans athletes. 100-year-old Navy veteran receives medal from New Jersey for World War II service. Andrew Yang, defund the police is wrong for New York City. Californians gather for Back the Blue rally and parade, we support our police. McCarthy backs ousting Liz Cheney from leadership, supports Stefanik. Report, NYC teacher seen sucking topless man's nipple during Zoom lesson. Kentucky Derby winner fails Pastrae's drug test. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. Cook and eat these burgers to celebrate in May. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. The Chinese rocket has crashed back to Earth, but on land, or water? The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Rare evidence proves birds are able to change their culture to become more efficient. World's first fully recyclable electronic transistor produced by 3D printers at Duke University. 7 in 10 Americans agree that 2020 made them a better person, here's how. U.S. grant kicks off landmine clearing in one of the largest conservation areas in the world. Sheep versus lawnmowers, UC campus tests which is better to maintain grounds. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. Luxury Mexican hotel chain Velas Resorts thanks 100 healthcare heroes with all-inclusive vacations. In learning to use her left hand following a stroke, 60-year-old Chen Lai discovers she's an expert painter. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, May 9th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Students celebrate surprise Taylor Swift question on AP exam. St. Paul sovereign citizen records himself stealing vaccines from workers. California bar owner charged with multiple felonies for allegedly selling fake COVID-19 vaccination cards, officials say. 7 men went to round up crematoriums to steal clothes from bodies, arrested. Bald men are twice as likely to get COVID-19. Indigenous Mexican Zapatistas launch symbolic invasion of Spain. Chernobyl alcohol drink seized by authorities. The first bottles of an artisanal spirit made using apples grown near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant have been seized by Ukrainian authorities. This Adolf Hitler wins big in Namibia, says he has no plans for world domination. That time Matt Damon almost missed out on an Oscar-nominated role because of studio interference. Missing Utah woman found living in a national forest reportedly wanted solitude and isolation. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Microsoft reportedly shelves Windows 10 X, its Chrome OS competitor. Clubhouse has officially launched its Android app, starting with the US. These bone conduction headphones balance top-quality audio and safety brilliantly. 4 ideas about AI that even experts get wrong. These growth marketing courses can boost your Instagram brand to over 10K followers. How a TikTok Me Too trend has empowered teens to speak out about their experiences. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Artificial intelligence makes great microscopes better than ever. The legume family tree. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, May 9th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA Administrator Statement on Chinese Rocket Debris. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Kentucky Derby winner could be disqualified, track bans Hall of Fame trainer. The LDS Church could supercharge Utah's drive to the vaccination finish line, Robert Garrick writes. Utah reports 232 COVID-19 cases and 1 death Sunday. Renovation begins on new history center near Zion. Governor Cox defends push to end enhanced unemployment benefits. Weber County GOP votes to censure Senator Romney for voting to convict Trump. After tension over her speaking, here's what the wife of the LDS president told graduates at Utah Valley University. Monument to slain Shoshone chief rededicated in Harrisville. After a COVID delay, High School Musical, the series returns with a distinctly Utah flair. Utah hoop star freshman Pele Larson commits to Arizona after entering NCAA transfer portal. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Electric vehicles may drive a lithium supply crunch. Twitter and TikTok are losing the war against COVID disinformation. On SNL, Elon Musk reveals he has Asperger's syndrome and tanks the price of Dogecoin. Can Apple's AirTags be used to track another person? Millennials are taking governments to court over climate change, and they're starting to win. Linux Foundation launches open source agriculture infrastructure project. Mushrooms on Mars is a hoax. Stop believing hacks. New study again finds Mediterranean diet lower symptoms of brain aging. Capitol rioters identified using facial recognition software, cell phone records, and social media posts. China's out-of-control rocket plunges out of orbit, crashes into ocean. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Bear spotted outside Brentwood Swim and Tennis Club on Sunday. Major case squad investigating murder at Sauget gas station. Commemorative KC police coin criticized for offensive design. Study, people are drinking more during pandemic, particularly women. When does it become too much? 7 adults dead after birthday party shooting in Colorado. IDPH announces 1,741 new cases of COVID-19, 30 additional deaths. Despite COVID-19 restrictions easing, Mother's Day 2021 is still looking different than years past. Tia Trunk, Jefferson County woman battling cancer creates nonprofit to comfort other cancer patients. Video, bear sighting confirmed in Kirkwood. Hiker accidentally shot by a hunter in St. Charles County. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Man kills 6, then self, at Colorado birthday party shooting. Police, armed felon crashes through couple stealing from attic. Reward offered as police search for suspect in bar fight shooting. 2 people hurt after suspected drunk driver runs stop sign, hits pickup. Thick marine layer expected to give way to mild, sunny Mother's Day. News now, 3 people shot during fight in bar parking lot. Kentucky Derby winner faces disqualification, track bans Baffert. Death toll soars to 50 in school bombing in Afghan capital. Chula Vista businesses gear up for Mother's Day celebrations. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. Ingleside man gets 86 days in jail for using hidden camera in attempt to catch girlfriend cheating. See orange bottles floating in Lake Ontario? Don't touch them, they're part of a tagging trash research project. Apple says AirTags have anti-stalking tech built in, but people have already found loopholes. Feature, all walks of life rubbing shoulders in graveyard. Village caught in Czech Russia spy case just wants things to stop blowing up. The Wispy Review, Best Android Spy App of 2021, The Goodman Project. How the Biden administration could step up warrantless spying on Americans by using private firms. What XXX's movie title actually means. Central Intelligence Agency releases new video in woke recruitment ad series amid criticism. Florida man tried to track his robbery victim by attaching an iPhone to his car, police say. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Russian Navy shadows U.S. Coast Guard cutter in the Black Sea. U.S. Navy seized enough weapons to equip small army. U.S. Navy commissions its newest expeditionary sea-based ship. Ukrainian Army tests new aerial target system that replicates cruise missile. U.S. Air Force's new F-15X fighters join Alaska training exercise. British Army awards contract for most lethal tank in Europe. U.S. Army light tank prototype spotted at by facility in Michigan. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, May 9th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Caltrans, truck fire shuts down westbound I-80 in Placer County. Cruise contained fire that sparked near San Jose Municipal Golf Course. Free Skystar Ferris wheel rides on Mother's Day. Creating a family through surrogacy. Balcony collapse in Malibu residence sends almost a dozen people onto rugs below. Mother's Day 2021, creative ways to celebrate mom. Privacy concerns, Apple's AirTag makes it easy to track people. Man dies after triple shooting in San Jose. What is Dogecoin and why is Elon Musk associated with it? The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Plans and works for American Idol parade in Crystal Lake. Facts matter, Harris's book not part of welcoming package for migrants. Former Hanover Park Village clerk first Latinas on MWRD board. Food hustler bringing Latin flavors to new Elgin restaurant. COVID-19 hospitalizations fall if state nears 10 million vaccine mark. World-renowned architect Helmut John dies in suburban bicycle crash. Grammar Moses, a column cut from Holfustion. At nursing homes in the suburbs this year, seeing mom in person is better. Illinois bridge phase of COVID-19 restrictions is coming, what will that mean? Constable, author from Suburbs knows how mental illness can complicate Mother's Day. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Andres 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Mozambique. Drought is ongoing in Mexico. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in China, India, Nepal. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, China, Iran, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, May 9th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. One person hospitalized in multi-vehicle crash in North Houston. Houston Ballet reclaims center stage spotlight with full season. One shot after argument at McDonald's lead to road rage. Lena Hidalgo wins national award from prominent Democratic fundraising group. No layups, should NCAA athletes get paid? Mom's weight transformation helps her win bodybuilding competition. Bond set at $100K for man accused of shooting man 19 times, injuring 4-year-old girl. Woman accused of fatal hit-and-run involving bicyclist. U.S. Navy seizes thousands of assault weapons in Arabian Sea likely bound for Yemen. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. DeGrom to get MRI for side issue after Mets win 5th straight. Tucker has 4 RBIs to lead Astros over Blue Jays 7-4. Knicks beat Clippers 106-100 behind Rose and Bullock. Anderson solid, Pirates hold on, end Cubs 5-game win string. Aaron Nato homers, Wainwright pitches Cards past Rockies 2-0. Analysis, few issues settled at Louisiana session midpoint. Zverev beats Berrettini to win his second Madrid Open title. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. Update, 4-year-old girl among 3 people shot in broad daylight in Times Square. Extra, rock out with the Brood X cicadas. New York opens COVID vaccine availability to all U.S. residents age 16 and up. Controversial Borough Park figure Heshi Tishler pleads guilty for leading violent mob on journalist. What to do when a pigeon lays an egg on your bed? Yes, it's known to happen. How a 4-year-old Brooklyn boy bought nearly 1,000 SpongeBob popsicles online. Candidates for Bronx Borough President lay out their visions in first debate. Bronx is slow to drop open marijuana cases after legalization, public defender say. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. I am alive, but I feel like I am dead. A migrant grieves the drowning of 3 children. Kabul school bombing condemned by senior UN officials. Latin America bets heavily on hydrogen. The United Nations remembers the dead of World War II. What can the UN do to support India through its deadly COVID-19 surge? Climate change threatens winged harbinger of spring. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Major U.S. pipeline halts operations after cyber attack. Disney caught indoctrinating employees with critical race theory, white privilege checklist. California records first annual population decrease in state history. Another mystery explosion has hit an oil tanker off Syria's coast. 1952 novel by Wernher von Braun, Mars ruled by Elon. Orange County, say no to digital passports at Board of Supervisors meeting Tuesday, May 11 at 8:30 a.m. Hey Fed, explain again how making billionaires richer creates jobs. Submitted by Derek Burrows, The Pyramid of Power at 1, Big Education. State passes revolutionary bill to finally ban no-knock warrants. Turn over routers or face subpoenas, Arizona lawmakers tell Maricopa County. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Does a Snapple lid say Trump lost? Did Kirsten Weldon say Hillary Clinton died of disease associated with cannibalism? Pierre P. Dupont-Fort dies, ran for U.S. president in 1988. Did Elon Musk reveal on SNL he had Asperger's? Kai Darby winner could be disqualified, track bans Baffert. Is Montana canceling federal COVID-19 unemployment? 2 Catholic bishops at odds over Biden receiving communion. Did NBC fire Donald Trump from The Apprentice? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Melinda Gates called divorce lawyers in 2019 after Epstein report, WSJ. If you hate ticks and mosquitoes, you will love Ranger Ready bug spray because bugs hate it. Chris Wallace confronts GOP rep. Is it a lie the election was stolen? The mysterious case of the body-swapping pregnant mummy. Queen's first cousin allegedly charged $70,000 for access to Putin. The pandemic changed it all, including how I write fiction. The good, the bad, and the ugly about Cold War America. Zywa's new late-night series is off to a truly iconic start. History says House Dems are doomed in 2022. The top campaign Dem thinks otherwise. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Derrick Rose carries Knicks to sensational win over Clippers. Stacey Abrams wants to run for president one day. SpaceX's next lunar mission will be paid for in Dogecoin. What Medina Spirit's failed drug test means for Kentucky Derby bets. 7 killed in apparent murder-suicide at Colorado birthday party. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Influencer who once shunned COVID shot now promotes vaccinations. Doctor sends ventilators to India to help with COVID-19 surge. Chinese rocket debris falls over Indian Ocean. Pfizer announces that it is officially seeking full FDA approval for its COVID-19 vaccine. Chinese rocket remnants re-enter atmosphere. Anticipation mounts as Chinese rocket debris is expected to hit Earth this weekend. Gottlieb calls for easing restrictions on indoor gatherings. Why it's raining iguanas in Florida. Rare Mother's Day snow from Illinois through Pennsylvania. Chinese rocket re-entry imminent. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. 7 shot dead in Colorado Springs as birthday party turns into massacre, shooter dies by suicide. Missouri hiker in serious condition after being mistaken for a turkey, shot in the chest. Louisville police internal report finds officer should not have shot back during Breonna Taylor raid. Young whale gets trapped in England River Thames. Met Council, other charities team up to battle hunger, Hayden NYC. Alabama police officer convicted of murder for 2018 shooting of suicidal man. Myanmar Poa dead after being taken for interrogation, with organs taken out of his body, his wife claims. 9 injured after deck collapses at California home. Dog napped pooch rescued after TV news crew confronts burp. Firefighters working to contain Arizona blaze that's exceeded 2,500 acres. The following headlines are from military.com. U.S. Navy seizes arms shipment in Arabian Sea amid Yemen war. Afghans buried dead from bloody school blasts. Large Chinese rocket segment disintegrates over Indian Ocean. Air Force dedicates nose art on KC-135 at RAF Mildenhall to late World War II crew chief. More Marines will test lighter polymer-cased ammunition as experiments expand to fleet. Gold Star spouses describe pain of losing bereavement benefits and remarriage. After a decade of effort, big changes could be coming to the way the military handles sexual assault. Air Force F-35 stealth fighters now outnumber its F-15s, A-10s. Navy confirms new 1,000-gallon fuel release at Red Hill. The Miramar Air Show has been cancelled again this year. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Famed architect Helmut John struck by 2 vehicles, killed while riding bicycle near St. Charles. Helmut John, Chicago's star critic to the world, was the visionary behind United's O'Hare Terminal and Thompson Center. Ed Ward, rock critic for Rolling Stone and others, and historian for NPR's Fresh Air, dead at 72. Boy, 14, fatally shot near Garfield Park late Saturday. COVID-19 in Illinois by the numbers. Here's a daily update on cases, positivity rate and hospital data in your area. COVID-19 cases in Illinois by zip code. Search for your neighborhood. Where the coronavirus data stands in the U.S. and world, vaccinations, cases and deaths. Illinois COVID-19 vaccine tracker, 52,443 additional people fully vaccinated for a total of 4,466,081, 35.05% of the state's population including 71.79% of those over 65, 80,843 doses administered yesterday. Daily Illinois coronavirus graphs, 30 new deaths, 1,741 new confirmed and probable cases and 65,930 new test results. The statewide positivity rate for cases is 2.9%. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, 80,843 administered vaccine doses, 1,741 new cases and 30 additional deaths reported Sunday. The following headlines are from phys.org. Earth's power, Iceland volcanoes lava geysers thrill visitors. String of satellites baffles residents, bugs astronomers. Archaeologists discover remains of 9 Neanderthals near Rome. Ingenuity Mars helicopter completes first one-way trip. Last wild macaw in Rio is lonely and looking for love. California agency approves warehouse rule for air quality. Chinese rocket to tumble back to Earth in uncontrolled re-entry. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, May 9th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Green rejoins Brave to fortify bullpen. Sloppy Mariners commit 3 errors in 10-2 bashing by Texas. Madrid held by Sevilla, misses chance to take lead in Spain. Bye, Latin American boy band CNCO loses member. Super League rebel Juventus loses 3-0 to Milan, drops to 5th. Sounders start slow, secure 2-1 victory after pair of Portland penalty misses. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Micronesians feel hatred in Hawaii, decry police shooting. Ex-Giants, A's player FP Santangelo facing sexual misconduct allegations. Martina Spirit could lose Kai Darby win, track ban Spafford. Correction, San Jose man's prison redemption held up as a testament to resentencing law. Giant Steven Duggar learning to live in the moment. Former Raider Brandon Bear saves man from burning truck after it was hit by a train. Wine giant Gallo lays off majority of Claude Dubois employees after acquisition. Alexei Melnichuk's first NHL start, how did it compare with other Sharks goalies? Cyber attack on U.S. pipeline is linked to criminal gang. The latest, France welcomes EU curb on AstraZeneca vaccine. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Kevin McCarthy backs Elise Stefanik to replace Liz Cheney. Big venues set to expand capacity as state eases limits. Liz Cheney poised to lose Republican leadership position. Colorado birthday party shooting leaves 7 dead including gunman. North Texas mayor resigns after third DWI arrest. As more Illinoisans are vaccinated, more deaths are reported. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Weeks without a shower, neglect defines COVID-19 containment in California jails. Law enforcement groups drive anti-protest laws, new analysis shows. Nina Turner opponent Chantal Brown is low-key pleading for Super PAC support. Video, deadliest police raid in Rio de Janeiro history kills at least 28. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, May 9th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Higher BMI, body fat, and larger waist and hips pose similar risk for. Combining BMI with body shape better predictor of cancer risk, suggests. Higher BMI in childhood may help protect women against breast cancer in later life, both before and after the menopause. Research shows for the first time that protein complexes inflammasomes are linked to obesity-related colon cancer. Smartphone breath alcohol testing devices vary widely in accuracy. Body mass index during childhood linked with risk of anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa in later life. How proteins control information processing in the brain. New Strep A human challenge model paves the way to test vaccines against the deadly bacteria. Switch of breast tumors to HER2 low in recurrence may provide greater therapeutic options. Study supports recommendations to avoid pregnancy for at least 12 months after obesity surgery. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Cubs .500 and ace less are going to Cleveland. Okay, so it sounded better in 2016. Baseball card fever hits Cubs clubhouse. Yorman Mercedes bat perks up as White Sox defeat Royals to complete series sweep. The FDA plans to ban menthol-flavored cigarettes next year. Bring it on. Chicago girl, 12, fatally shot in Hazel Crest. More than a third of Illinois residents are fully vaccinated from COVID-19. Blackhawks notebook, Mackenzie and Twizzles improved speed on display. Man tried to lure girl to park in back of the yards, police say. Missing woman, 59, last seen in Englewood found safe. Sky trades Gabby Williams to Sparks for rookie Stephanie Watts, writes to Leonie Fiebig. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, May 9th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are about world records making news. States deaths rise by 29 day after 65, cases increase 3,231 versus 3,977, WPTV.com. Gunter girl sets Guinness World Record, Times of India. Finn Lennox breaks Canadian 200 IM national record with a 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 88 seconds, swim. 12-year-old boy creates over 6 meters long popsicle stick tower, bags Guinness World Record, Times Now. Hardcore encore, canoe teams race to break Mississippi record, TwinCities.com Pioneer Press. Mount Sac welcomes back world-class track and field, LA Daily News. Will he break the world record, Chess Base News. Mississippi College says it broke the largest jambalaya record, U.S. News and World Report. Titanfall 2 Gauntlet World Record broken twice in 2 weeks, Eurogamer.net. Lego 10,276 Coliseum built in Guinness World Record setting time, Brick Fanatics. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Dracula's BFF Renfield joins Dark Universe in solo film for Universal. Elon Musk on SNL, I post bad tweets because that's just how my brain works. Star Wars novel High Republic, The Rising Storm excerpt now available. This is the Elon Musk Dogecoin moment the fanboys were waiting for. Michael B. Jordan talks Wakanda Forever and Killmonger's possible return. Suicide Squad director James Gunn confirms multiple post-credit scenes. Colonial Pipeline, the largest fuel pipeline in the U.S., has shut down over a ransomware attack. Justice Department quietly seized Washington Post reporters' phone records during Trump era. NASA's Ingenuity helicopter nails its last scheduled flight, but it's not goodbye yet. Hack-verified Twitter accounts are spamming Musk fans with Bitcoin scams ahead of SNL debut. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Makadani in South Africa at 122 degrees Fahrenheit or 50 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 111.1 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 79.5 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. New book press reset investigates the high human cost of game development. Why Amy Klobuchar just wrote 600 pages on antitrust. Review, the role-playing game The Foot in charming dark comedy Murder Barry Wynn. Rivian's electric truck features include air compressor and AC outlets. Apple brass discussed disclosing 128 million iPhone hack, then decided not to. It began as an AI-fueled dungeon game, then it got much darker. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Republican Linwood claims Lindsey Graham will be gone soon and South Carolina could lead another civil war. Mike Lindell says Elvis meeting with Nixon was a miracle from Jesus, then begs to be sued by Dominion. Leaders like Liz Cheney and George W. Bush are the reason the GOP is having a civil war. Bikers for Trump woman says son dropped dead for no reason 10 days after COVID vaccine. It's not about the soul of the Republican Party, it's about the spine, MSNBC host. Bill Barr almost quit when Trump wanted to fire a second FBI director. Jenna Ellis mocked over unintentionally hilarious tweet thanking Space Force for Chinese rocket protection. Melinda Gates sought the divorce advice in 2019 after Bill's ties to Jeffrey Epstein became public, WSJ. Trump ridiculed for legit losing his mind and attacking junkie Kentucky Derby winning horse. Rudy Giuliani will 100% turn on Trump, ex-White House official. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. An undercover sting catches the Queen's cousin appearing to sell Kremlin access. Watch, Facebook Oversight Board co-chair rips Trump and Facebook. Moms have borne the brunt of pandemic turmoil at work and at home. Montana tribes confront an epidemic of violence against indigenous women. R.I.P. Bo Obama. Dr. Simone Gold, Capitol defendant, goes on tour. Watch, Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene combine forces at a rally in Florida. The real reason women aren't applying to restaurant jobs. Wyoming threatens to sue states that won't buy its coal. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Jefferson Educational Society's Virtual Global Summit Series to begin Monday, geoerie.com. NSF, NASA awards fund NMSU professors research on how planets form, Las Cruces Sun News. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Best nootropics of 2021, 3 most popular smart drugs for brain, The Island Now. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, May 9th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Project announcement, evaluation of the DOD's actions regarding the unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, May 9th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.